Hi, this is Curt and welcome to another edition of Fire Law Roundup.
This first one is just disconcerting. This is like the 20th time we've seen this. I mean, this is just not rare. Nothing is rare or surprise us anymore. But nonetheless, in Massachusetts, here we are. We've got another male who's been charged, right? Not convicted, charged with using hidden cameras to secretly record, in this case, a female colleague right in the firehouse. He's been charged now, two charges. Lawful interception of a wire or oral communication, basically a wiretap violation, and a secret sexual surveillance. And by the way, if he did anything with those, I don't know if Massachusetts has a revenge porn or anything else, but I mean, there could be other charges nonetheless. But they're both members of the Easthampton Fire Department. The camera reportedly was placed in the women's locker room. It was discovered just last week. There's been a lot of news coverage on it. Generally in most states, I can't imagine in every state this is not going to be a crime. Potentially could even be a federal crime as well. But there's, the other charges also, I think, are photographing, videotaping, or electronically surveying. May have been partially a person who's partially nude. I don't know if that was part of this. I think it was, as you said, but I don't know what a fire department's supposed to do about this. If somebody's going to,
well, we've got to have I think two policies. One policy is on recording in the workplace, and whether it's audio recording, video recording, we got to have a policy on that. And my advice to my clients is no recording in the workplace. Okay, it's just not. Some departments will allow recording, but only obvious recording, where somebody is maybe having a birthday party or celebration or whatever, and somebody's going to record it. That's fine. Recording without everyone's knowledge, and basically prohibiting secret recording. Okay. So that, and really that's really it. The recording in the workplace, and then something to prohibit secret recording. The other part of the criminal charges here are some states make it a criminal offense to film anyone without their advance written permission in a location where they have an expectation of privacy, such as a bathroom, locker room, changing room, sleeping area, or some similar type of place. I don't know. It didn't seem like the firefighter was charged with violating that. I don't know if Mass has that kind of a law, but many states do, which, by the way, can also get us into trouble when we go into people's homes and we have helmet cams on, and you inadvertently go into a bedroom or a changing room or other, and whether they're clothed or not clothed, the way the law is written is you can't film people without their advance permission in these locations.
Or cameras in ambulances we're starting to see, which I hate. In the patient compartment of the ambulance, I just don't like it. Focusing on the drug box, sure, but we're seeing a lot of that where people are putting cameras in the ambulance and the patients don't necessarily know, or certainly don't consent.
Yeah.
No.
Well, I personally, I can see the cameras that are in the back of an EMS unit for the protection of the EMTs, because occasionally we do have allegations of misconduct that are totally bogus. But I can see that a little bit better than certainly filming in a woman's locker room or bathroom. I can't see any legitimate reason for that. And it's not an isolated situation, but it is certainly I don't want to overstate it either, because I don't think we have an enormous problem with this. I think our problem is probably representative of problems in many other industries. In fact, I thought of another area that may have better data than what I've got on it. I've got 21 cases of this right now in my database, but I thought maybe college dorms might be another place where this type of behavior is going on, and possibly the universities have some data on just how frequently, how prevalent it is. But I don't think we have an excess of this, but it is something that fire chiefs, firefighters need to be aware that it's happening. And when they see it, don't just dismiss it or just let it kind of pass under the radar that there's something, if someone did it on a certain day, they're probably going to try it again. And we need to identify those folks, and
you got to notify all potential victims, right? And more than that, we've seen in a prior, we've seen in one of your prior cases that we discussed on this, really the mentally traumatic impact that this has on the victim for years. Especially if somehow that video or the recording got out anywhere, was posted on any website, or, I mean, this is traumatic to the victim. So I would urge the fire departments to constantly be following up with the victim, saying, look, whether it was distributed or not, you've got some impact on you, and we want to be here for you to assist with that and get them counseling, etc.
Yeah. I mean, this is not just a prank, when these types of things happen, and they shouldn't be dismissed or trivialized as just a prank. This is a serious thing. And folks who end up charged with this can end up as registered sex offenders too. So, this is drop dead serious stuff.
Right. Even worse if you had junior firefighters now, weren't they different?
There's actually a couple of cases in the database on that as well.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, okay.